And we're back. It was suggested that I make a new character and do it the old-fashioned way. Go back to the racial town of that character and do it the way they did back in the old days. Well, the medium old days, not the old days. Because you can't do it in the old days way anymore. Just don't have time to do it today. Got company coming over a couple hours, and yeah, so we'll probably do that tonight when we have a little more time on our hands. Then we'll see what happens from there. And I'm supposed to play a class that I've never played before, which is, I believe it's Wizard. I believe I've never played a Wizard. Whichever one doesn't have the pets. You know, there's the Mage and the Wizard. Sorry, message came through. Yeah, so that's that. But for now, we're on the Monk, and we're still doing the Blightfire Moor stuff. We're gonna go get that Gnolls stuff out of the way, just because it's such a pain in the butt. Why everything seems so choppy today? And I have no lights on. Hold on just a second. So unprepared. So unprofessional. Yeah, that's good enough. You don't want to look at my mug in, you know. No, it's not Agnarr. It's like the question of the week. Agnar's the new progression server that they put on one of the preferred servers. I guess right now they're still in base game, just base game, no expansions, or they may be as far as Kunark. I don't know. Steadily working their way up to Plains of Power. Not exactly sure how it works. So I guess there's some vote system in place, but yeah. So we're gonna go down here. We're gonna bludgeon some Gnolls. Wait. We were supposed to do something else. That pick, that freaking pick quest. The golden pick. We gotta kill 6 rotwood saplings and get 2 tree ant branches, and then we gotta kill 2 dark order logs. Okay, let's go do that first, because that will lead us down to the Gnolls, and then we can do all the Gnoll crap all at once, because those Gnolls are just irritating. It's tight quarters. Everything's such tight quarters, and all the mobs are right on top of one another, so you're always getting adds, and just a pain in the butt. So we'll get it done, get it out of the way, and then move on with our lives. Is that the no? I'll kill 6 of these little guys. These are the smaller ones that don't aggro on you. Not the tree ants. The saplings don't aggro, the tree ants do. I'm about ready to ding. Trying to raise my dragon punch up a bit. The XR get was it tail sweep or tail swipe or something like that. The missus is home with us today. She might be popping in periodically. Brace yourselves, she's very mean. We need 2 of those. We have to kill 6 of the saplings, but we need 2 of the wooden bits. All the EverQuest streamers have started putting not Agnarr in the title. A lot of people are looking for people streaming the Agnarr progression. So how is everyone doing today? It's a beautiful day here, my neck of the woods. Sun's shining, birds are singing. Everybody's happy. I was listening to some neighbors argue the other night. Hard not to in this neighborhood. I guess the argument had to do with infidelity on the woman's part. And I guess the guy was like reminding her of this or some such thing. You know how you do when you argue with your significant other. You always bring up the past and just be a complete jerk. He reminded her of her infidelity, and she said her argument for it was that was way back in January. Why are you still bringing that up? It kind of made me take pause. It's like arguing that your speeding ticket is not justified because you are only going as fast as everyone else, or something along those lines. You remember? Switch back to Eagle Claw. Or Eagle Strike, rather. I don't know why I do that. Tiger Claw, Eagle Strike, Tiger Claw, Eagle Strike. The beast is in Slumberland, so that gives us a little bit of time. Okay, we got 2 sticks already, so we don't need any more. We just gotta kill 3 more of the saplings, and we'll just start working our way up towards the lockjaws. Yeah, it just seems to be running really bad today. It's so nice that you can work on the disarm skill now with unarmed bad guys. Used to be you'd only be able to use your disarm skill if the bad guy had a weapon in hand, which meant you'd have to go looking for armed opponents in order to raise your skill. Got difficult. Comes a tree ant. Is that a sapling? Ah, good. Oh, good, they're coming to us. Makes it easier. There aren't too many neighborhoods left. We were lucky we found one. But, you know, neighborhoods do have their downside, and one of those is being able to hear your neighbors. People are more likely to be vocal outdoors when they're comfortable with their surroundings. And in neighborhood, people tend to be more comfortable than you know, one of those areas where nobody talks to anybody, you know, which is becoming more and more common, unfortunately. Neighborhoods are important. I mean, I would argue that it's the foundation of our way of life in the United States. Well, the family, and then the neighborhood, the community, you know, then upwards from there. I don't know if you can sell them or not. I'm gonna try. It might actually be worth something. Here I am just letting them rot. And we need 1 more of those and then the lockjaws, but we can pick 1 more up on the way back. Actually, there's 1 right there, never mind. Probably gonna get a tree ant ad on this one though. You're over there trying to be quiet. And it's okay, don't worry about it. I do appreciate the thought though. This is probably the biggest attraction about EverQuest for you know, especially modern gamers. Takes more than 5 seconds to kill a mob. A lot of people get turned off by that. But the system that EverQuest has, it's almost necessary for these fights to take this long. Otherwise, your skills would never go up. You want to kill something in 2 hits, your skills aren't going to go up. Alright, let's go get us some lockjaws. What do we need from them? Kill 2 dark water lockjaws. Let's have the skins that we need. Get over here. Yeah, what do we gotta kill? We only have to kill 2 of these. Don't run. I hate it when they run. We need that. I think I already got that. Yep, already got that one. Get up, you fool. I'm gonna get 2. Oh no, only got 1. Brilliant. Hey Ed, so how you doing? How's the quest for EverQuest going? Run out of time. Running out of time. You've already wasted a day. There's that. And there's that. Where's the other one that we killed? I'm not sure. I don't... Okay, those are the ones that aren't worth anything, and then those are the ones that are. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, what's next on the list? Now we have to take those back to Crescent Reach. Yeah, I'm just gonna run there. Hold on just a second, I forgot to do something. Bear with me. Very disorganized today. Alright. This is the Golden Axe quest, part 2, where you have to go get the parts to repair the axe, and you need the skins for the handle wrap and the wood for the handle itself, and because apparently it's special. Or the golden pick, not the golden axe, golden pick. Because it digs rocks better than any other pick. I wonder if the Middle Ages were actually like that, where the farmer would send some kid out in the field to kill some snakes and some rats for to fix his hoe, because this is the best hoe in the village. I like to think it was that way, instead of just all dirty and depressing. Songs from my child's toys embedded in my skull. Wouldn't it be nice if that's how it did happen? And we've been lied to by our history teachers. They make us think everybody ate dirt, lived in squalor. But really they're out questing all day. Not all quests have to be epic. Anybody who's played EverQuest knows that. How many times have you turned in bat wings for something, or bone chips? Forge. Forge is over here. Golden pick 2. Deliver 2 tree ant branches and 2 dark water skins. Woot! Then we have to take the pick back to Orden, and then he's going to send us down to chop at some rocks with it. Wait. Where am I? Level 27. When do you get jump kick? Ooh, I died. He was so young, and he just collapsed right in the middle of the floor. It was tragic. The monks in EverQuest wear knee-length yoga pants. We're going to go turn this pick into the dwarf, and then he's going to send us down to the Gnolls, and then we can do all the Gnoll stuff all at the same time, and just be done with it. There is one. I'm sure. There's a passive ability that reduces the reuse time of your innate death. And then there's innate death. When activated, allows you to execute a perfect feign death that causes all level 75 and lower NPCs to forget about you. If you're out of immediate combat, this ability will also apply temporary invisibility. And then there's 35 ranks of it. So, boy, that's an expensive one. I don't have it yet though. You can't start doing AAs until level 50. 51? 50, 51. One of those. My other monk has it though. It has like 3 or 4 ranks in it. I'm pretty sure each rank increases the minimum level of creatures affected. Well, did it say? No, it doesn't say. But for now, we're just normally dead. Lengador. It's a randomly generated name. I should have chosen the name, but there's so many freaking characters in EverQuest, you're never going to get the name you want. 18 years worth of character name generation. That's right. Take your freaking pick, and then hand it right back to me. Just like that. So we got to go to the 3 different mines. And in each one we got to dig a special kind of stone out. But then while we're there we can do Widow's Memory. One of the Gnolls took this lady's memento. That's Mushroom Folk, Golden Pick. Okay, it's only the 2, but they might have downplayed it a little bit, but I honestly haven't noticed it. I haven't had any issues with it. You know, once the skill is high enough, I haven't had any issues with it working. Of course, my skill right now in this Feign Death is very low. But honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look it up. I don't pay attention to patch notes. It usually doesn't apply to me. I mean, even if it does apply to one of my characters, it's usually for something raid-like. And I don't do any raids. The Eternal Noob. Excuse me. This is my least favorite part of Blighfire's more questing is these freaking gnolls. Well, having to go in the caves. Oh, good. They're sufficiently low level, it'll go pretty quick. But they run. It's so annoying. And there's another one. Two, I mean, just get so many ads here. You just spend your whole time just constantly punch, 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 trying to get anything done. All part of the game, though. I think I can upgrade to the ornate stuff now, so I might take a swing by the guild bank and see if there's any like ornate knuckle dusters in there or whatever. I forget what level the ornate stuff starts. It's next tier up of the Defiant gear. Ah, cat's walking under my leg and her tail's tickling the back of my knee. She waited until I sat down to stream to come out and get fed, so now she has to wait. Whoa, 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 I forgot. I forgot. Stop running, good lord. Why are you going so fast? Hunting in the old world zones make these trade satchels much more usable. The Blightfire Moor zones, the zones from that expansion, there's trade skill stuff, but it's classified different, I guess. So not as much of it goes into the trade skill satchel. Now we have to get 2 pieces of ore from the first mine. Oh, good lord. This is why I can't stand these caves. You always have to end up running out with a long train in tow. If I get one more ad, I'm just going to run out of here. One of them's named. At least they don't run away when they're in packs. If you got more than one fighting you at the same time, they won't run away until it's down to the last one. Then he'll try to run. Always look at the bright side. Now tag each one of them with some aggro hate, just to keep them on me. And then I'm going to try to draw them over here a little bit. Then we'll go back on the original one. Strategizing. Mercenaries are nice, but it does add an extra level of maintenance that you have to do while you're fighting. No substitute for a flesh and blood healer, though. Alright, Adso, thanks for stopping by. Good luck with the effort. Hey Brian, how's it going? No, don't run, please don't run. Good lord. Forget if they're actually worth anything or not. Alright, now we have to use our pick on 2 of these piles. I forget how to actually do it. Ah, looks like I figured it out. There, that's what we need from there. Now we can make our way out of here, hopefully not encounter too many bad guys along the way. Make our way over to mine number 2. Which is around the corner, or over this little hill here. Who the heck? Somebody hit me with Spirit of the Wolf. I really appreciate that, whoever you are. Yeah, yep. Empire, what was it? Empire of Kunark, or the most recent one just came out. It's still profitable for a smaller company like Daybreak. It's still a profitable game. I think the biggest problem with EverQuest in the past was the fact that it was just being run by a company that was too big. Sony doesn't understand profit levels that low. When they work in the millions all the time. Not that but yeah. So for a company like Daybreak, it's perfect. I had a discussion about that in another stream. Oh my good lord. About how maybe it's a bad idea for larger publishers to do MMOs because of the input required and the profit margins and whatnot. How it's just they don't do well with it because they can't comprehend it. Well, they still make their money on subscriptions. There's still a lot of people paying subscriptions, and then they have the cash shop. And there's still quite a few people playing. And then they're kind of smart about it, like the Agnarr server, for example, the progression server that they just released. It's a preferred server, so you can only play on it if you have a paid account. There's some careful business modeling and trimming any fat. There's a lot of peer pressure in these games. No, the cash shop is just aesthetic stuff. It's hold on. Oops. You can open up these slots here through the cash shop, which allows you to put custom appearance generators into your armor to change its appearance. That kind of thing. Mounts, extra character slots. You can buy the chronos, which are usable. Then you can buy a chrono for $15, and then you can use that to trade in game to somebody so that they can get a 30-day subscription, because one chrono equals a 30-day subscription payment. So they even made it so the people who can't necessarily afford to pay a monthly subscription can still get the access to it by getting other people to pay it for them. See what I mean? But no, it's not pay to win. There is no pay to win in EverQuest. It's not that kind of game. PvP is not a big part of it. But yeah, no, it's all aesthetic stuff, mounts. Some non-game breaking things like food items that have really nice buffs attached to them, housing items. It's pretty extensive though, the cash shop. They even take for like the armor and weapon skins, they'll even take user submissions, uh, where they'll periodically do a contest to design a new weapon. They'll submit the You'll submit the design to the company, and then they pick and choose and put them up on the cash shop for sale. Please let there be another one in here. Oh, thank God. The subscription fee opens up all your character slots, so you can have up to 8 characters. On a base free account, the green account, you get 2 character slots, and I think there's limits to which classes you can play. Then on a silver account, which is technically a base account that's been grandfathered in, you get 4 character slots, and I think the class limitations removed. And then and my primary account, a gold account, is just a regular account, paid subscription. But if your account is old enough, it got grandfathered in because you already had all your character slots full, so they'd either have to delete some of your characters or just allow you to keep them. So I kind of got lucky on that note. My account was really old and I had all my character slots full, so I got to keep them. But when you go, like if I don't have a paid subscription, you go to look on the character slots, it says I have 8 out of 4 available slots left. But then if you want to open them all up, you just pay a monthly subscription, and they offer package deals too. Like 3 months at a time for a slightly reduced price. You can go up to a year at a time, I think. I think a lot of companies could learn from Daybreak on how to pay for your game, how to make money on it. It can still be a profitable venture. You just have to do it right. Trim all the fat at home and make a variety of payment schemes. And make it easy. Make it easier on your players. Don't make it so difficult. Yeah, here's a cash shop right here, actually. Different weapon skins, armor skins, housing items, all kinds of stuff. Now you can get some gear, but it's no different than what's going to drop. It just saves you from having to go out and grind it. If you do the artificial upgrade on one of your characters, like the level 85 boost. Oh shit, he ran. Here I am gabbing. He'll be back. Yeah, yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Oh, good God, we got the whole room. Yeah, yeah. Now, I had a paid account, but now I got a preferred account now on Star Wars. I don't play any game enough right now to justify paying for it, so if it's not free, I don't play it. Or if they don't at least have a free version where I can get a taste of it. I don't get mad that you can't access that stuff. It's you know, they have to make money. You can't run a game for free, at least not for long, especially not a newer game. And there goes the Merc. Oh Jesus, we're out of here. Got too many bad guys on me now. That's why I hate these caves. It can go bad really fast. I got distracted, guy started walking down the hall, aggroed the rest of the dungeon. Or the rest of the cave. I'll run over to the high pass zone wall, shed all this. Yeah, and there's like prestige items. If you have a paid account, you can use prestige items. If you don't, you can't. You know, like augmentations and whatnot. Certain pieces of gear. And it's just slightly better than a normal drop would be. Not a great game-breaking amount, but enough to make your life a little easier. Hey, you pay for it, you deserve to get it. And then if you let your account lapse, and you log back on later on and you have a prestige piece equipped, you just don't get the benefits from that item anymore. Like if you have an augmentation in your armor, the entire piece of armor is shut off until you remove the augmentation. Alright, I'm going to take a quick 5. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Gots to feed the chemical addictions. Smoke. Cigarette smoke. Or, yeah, had to smoke. Not shooting heroin right now. Okay. Still got to do mine number 3. Lengador. Is that a good name for a monk? I know the shadows in this game are really crap compared to modern games, but just having them there really makes a difference. For the longest time, I explained this in another stream, I had them turned off because back in the day, I turned the graphics down because my computer wasn't always the greatest. So I just got in the habit of keeping the graphics turned down all the time. And now that you can run EverQuest on any cell phone, yeah, I forgot to turn them back on. So the other night I turned them on, and wow, it's really kind of nice. There's grass and everything. I just want to get in here and get out. Ah, didn't even make it through the front door. Always try to keep yourself between the bad guys and your mercenary. Excuse me. Mend. Hey, it worked. Gonna get another ad. That guard dog in back there is gonna come up. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Die, 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 die. Die faster. Alright. Should be in a much better position this time. And there he goes. I'm gonna get one more ad. I want to make sure this one's dead this time. Come on, just freaking die. There we go. I'll drag him back over here. So we have plenty of time to kill him. We're just ripping through the levels. It's in the hundreds. I think it's 110. Might be 105, but I think it's 110. But don't quote me on that. I'll never see it. Come on, die. Thank you. It's still a process. I don't know exactly how fast. But I wouldn't imagine it taking very long. Shoot, there's only one of those in the room. That sucks. That means I have to go to another room and kill more stuff. Well, you can buy, you know, if you really just want to grind a character up to max level, you can just buy for a level, or pay for a level 85 upgrade. And that'll give you a level 85 character with a full set of gear. And 15,000 plat. And then from there, it's just a question of maybe a week or two to hit max level. There's hot zones now where you can go in and like they have everything you kill is bonus XP. And especially at the end game, there's always groups very active. Bazinga. Thank God, we're done. Let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, well, it's not that much anymore. The economy is you know, as inflation will. It's not uncommon for like a low level character item to sell for a couple hundred plat. But that's typical of any game. It always goes up. The developers are under pressure to make the plat drops more so people can afford to get the stuff, and then people start getting more plat, so people raise the prices because the plat's not worth as much as it used to be. Yada yada yada. Alright. Why do I not have... There's a recall thing that you get. Maybe it's just because this account isn't old enough. That'll take you right back to the guild hall. And then there's another one, Origin, that takes you back to your point of origin, which for this character is Crescent Reach. But I want to hit up the Plane of Knowledge, go back to the guild hall, and see if I can equip any of the next tier of gear, which I have a ton of in the guild bank. Really need to upgrade my stuff. Just want to get that irritating quest out of the way. Probably should turn it in before we go back. Yeah, too late. Now that's 15,000 for a level 85 character. And it's really not that. My ranger, my main, I guess if you can say I have a main, has like 72,000 plat, and he's considered poor by most standards. Probably qualifies for Nerathian welfare. Load faster. It's Plane of Knowledge. We've been there before. And the Plane of Knowledge. I'm running so slow. Clump, 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 clump. This guy's apparently important for some reason. Or at least he used to be. I don't know if he still is or not. Spirit Shrouds are things that you can put on that like lowers your character's level and turns you into a like a goblin or something like that for reasons. This is where everybody gathers. I mentioned this before, but I feel it's worth pointing out. It gets really choppy right around here. This is like the main gathering point right outside the guild hall, which is over here. As you can see, there are still people around, and they're just standing around AFK. I think there's 20 altogether still. 5 or 6 are preferred servers, and then you got your PvP servers and whatnot. And yeah, but I think altogether there's still 20-ish. Could be a couple more, could be a couple less. I'm not sure exactly. They haven't had to do a server merge in quite a while, so you know, that's a good thing. I don't know. I think there's a move towards retro gaming lately. Like if you go on Twitch, you'll see that RuneScape is always one of the most frequently viewed games. It's usually right close to the top of the list. And that game is EverQuest is phenomenal compared to RuneScape, graphics wise. It is different than modern games though. It's much more involved, a much slower pace. Um, there's a lot more maintenance that has to be done. Um, so it's not the game where you just hop in and start murdering things. It requires a bit more effort. Let's see what's available. It's not. I mean, different strokes for different folks, and I think that's the biggest problem in the gaming community is everybody wants theirs to be the best, but it's not. It's just not. It's just the best for you. Um, for me, this is my kind of game. Slower, but it's not to say that I don't like fast-paced first-person shooter or something like that. Totally do. Um, but for long-term play, this is my kind of thing. Um, for some people, it's World of Warcraft. For a lot of people, for millions of people, it's World of Warcraft. Um, yes, we can do ornate gear now. We're going to be doing some upgrading. I'm going to take that. $13 to $24. That means I have to start working on my one-hand blunt. So we're going to take that. Cloth, cloth, cloth. We need leather. Definitely. I think we're just going to take all the leather stuff. There's a reason why I save this stuff. And that's all the leather we got. 26, get off me. 36, I can start working on my two-hand blunt again. That's nice. There's a fly. Nothing wrong with Final Fantasy XIV. Perfectly fine game, if that's your game. Nothing wrong with any of these. Blade and Soul, what's it, Black Desert, all great games. Just might not be a great game for you. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. I kind of agree. But on the same note, it's just that's their game, and what I just said. There's no reason to keep your old Defiant gear once you grow out of it because it's all no drop, so you can't vendor it. No reason to be. There's no reason for a competition because there is no competition. They're different games for different people, and that's what makes gaming such an awesome thing. Is there's a flavor for everybody. And that's the way it should be. It's just like movies. It's just like any other form of entertainment. Everybody has their own special kind of music. Everybody has their own special kind of movie, book, whatever. It doesn't make any of them bad. It just makes them different. Got some good upgrades this time. And going to have company popping in shortly, so I'm probably going to have to wrap this up. Don't want to. I'm starting to have fun, but life happens, and sacrifices must be made. So thanks for watching. I am going to wrap it up here. I'll be back on tonight around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. And yeah, I know, life. It happens. Later, Brian. Later, everybody else. See ya.